What's up, Joey?
What you got going for us tonight?
How was your Thanksgiving?
I had a great Thanksgiving. How was yours?
It was good, and I gotta say, last week I said I wasn't gonna go over my wife's because she's gonna.
I know, and I told you to go and see your wife, right?
Well, I want my son made, with the help of my mother, made homemade eggnog. He made pumpkin pie from a pumpkin. He took the pumpkin, chopped it up, did everything from scratch.
Nice.
So I said I'm gonna go over there, and that was a good time. You know, I anticipated some issues, but.
You guys didn't talk politics?
A little. She starts, and I mean, I go, look, man, let's just talk. Let's debate. Like you cannot.
You have to be the modern day male. You have to submit.
Yeah, and you cannot throw anything that they don't believe in
as long as
at
you
them.
submit to the wife.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. I never did that. I never apologized for being a man, and I never will apologize for being a man.
That means you're not living in the true world right now.
That's okay.
The real world.
I love living in the fantasy world. I'm Conan the Barbarian.
Joking. For the people who are thinking we're for real, we're just joking. Okay.
For you folks out there, I'm holding back on this one.
He's not going to say anything. His wife watches all of his podcasts. So, yeah. But we had an interesting week today. We had an interesting week. Okay, today is Thursday, but this whole week we've been listening to a bunch of rants about the Somalians. And President Trump actually has been very candidly asking them to leave the country, especially because of one congresswoman and because of Minnesota. And
The one that slept with her brother,
Married to her brother, or was married.
Yeah,
to
married.
her
She
brother.
married to become a legalized alien or a citizen of this country, and then
well, that's just wonderful.
now she's ranting how hateful America is towards Somalians and many other people, and Trump is actually piggybacking off of this and is just telling these people to leave the country. And I don't
Get
know
the
what's your
Oh, please,
what's
please.
your take on that?
Let's assimilate, number one. These people come over here with their rag bag tag of life, and they come over here and they get right on the system. They never get off it. They do corruption. Billions of dollars are flowing into this, and they're giving it to Somalia. Whatever the going on, get them the out. This was under Clinton. Then is that where these people came in?
Well, a lot of them. Yeah, that would be correct. So I was thinking of the Afghanistans under Joe Biden.
And you know, and they don't want to assimilate. They want to wear their do they also do they wear the? I mean, no.
Hijabs,
Yeah,
the
but
burqas.
that has nothing to do with
You look like a closed umbrella from a table.
But the point is,
I
look,
know.
they're coming in and they're taking advantage of what we have. Do they love America? No, they don't love America. Outside of they love what we have. Do they like Americans? They don't like Americans. They want what we have. They don't want the culture. They don't want anything about us because they want to save their own freaking culture for themselves and push us out is what they're doing. Like the recent case of the pro-Palestinians who protested in front of a Jewish temple in front of Koreatown. Arrests were made. This is crazy. You come to America, but you don't want to be American? You're forgetting what makes us great.
What is an American?
Oh, American can be very many things, but at the same time, you know, America, we're talking, we're a country of freedom where these individuals, let's go back to 9/11, they took advantage of our freedoms and they brought down the towers and the Pentagon.
So let's go with a topic that I'd like to talk about later anyway. But you know, they come here and we have certain traditions, okay? And they come over here and they say that's offensive, and then that tradition has to go away. Assimilate if you're going to come into this country. We celebrate Christmas. We celebrate Hanukkah. Okay, you want to throw Kwanzaa in there? I don't know nothing about it, but you come to this country and you go, oh, I don't want to do that, or that's offensive, or you want to bring your culture here. I don't give a shit, but you still have to assimilate. Learn the language, learn the laws, learn the rules, and do whatever you want in your house. You want to, you want to.
But you're absolutely right. This is where the assimilation comes in. We are so many cultures in the United States, and we're happy to have other cultures. But you have to be American first.
So what's the problem? Because that's exactly what I'm trying to get at. There's so many cultures here. America is based off of thousands of different cultures. And what is an American? What is an American when a different when a Somalian comes here? How do they assimilate to be an American when all they know is to be a
Start eating
Somalian?
cheeseburgers, for God's sakes.
Well, first of all, being an American is being a Canadian, is being a Mexican, is being a Brazilian, is being a Nicaraguan, is being a Honduran, because that's all America.
Yeah.
Okay? So to come into the United States...
Hold on. When we say American, we don't mean South and Latin America. We don't mean...
Well, we don't say North American.
We don't say North or
we're talking
Canadian
America. The United States,
we
sir.
speak of the United States
Of
only.
America.
United States of America.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is the... It's easy. I mean, to be an American, you have to assimilate. You have to speak English, number one.
No, but how do you expect those people to speak English? I mean, your forefathers didn't speak English, neither did his when they got here.
Oh, yes, they did.
They learned.
They learned. They learned, but they don't even want to learn.
I know, but these people are just barely immigrants. They're 2-3 years old here. How do you expect them to speak
2-3
fluent?
years old.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of Somalians who just recently immigrated here.
Okay, well,
For what reason?
Let's back up a sec. Let's remember what we're talking
No,
about.
I just want listen. I'm just playing a devil's advocate here.
No.
I'm not trying to say they are right or we are right.
American is. I
I'm
mean,
on the page of
okay.
yes, everybody, in my opinion, should assimilate. Everybody should come to the realization that the culture here is totally different than in Somalia, than in any other country in the world, even from Europe. Even a German who moves here or a Ukrainian who moves here, it's totally different. It's a different country, has a different set of rules, different set of regulations, and it's a totally different culture,
But then let's go back to something. We are America. Americans have a very different set of values than the Somalians.
Yes.
And to assimilate, you also have to start identifying with American values. You can't just say America sucks. Death to America. I'm keeping mine. You want to be part of this country.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
have to accept that there's a Christmas tree in the corner. Like I'm willing to accept. It's not a problem that there's
we're celebrating the birth of
the
Christ.
Hanukkah and things like that. That they don't bother me because
I don't care.
Hold on. You mentioned Hanukkah is American culture, but Hanukkah is a Jewish holiday.
yes.
So how's that part of America?
Because we celebrate that in America.
I mean, we celebrate a lot of
we
things
give
in
it
America.
we give
right?
it respect.
Yeah, but it's been for century. I mean, Hanukkah is not a new thing.
Yeah, I mean, we celebrate Chinese New Year.
It's become more, probably in the second part of the last century, more pushed because. But even Jewish people celebrate Christmas.
And Chinese New Year, they celebrate Christmas too. Like we celebrate Chinese New Year. Look, let's be clear. America loves a good party.
Yeah.
And we celebrate the diversity of all our cultures.
I know what they have to do. All they got to do is give free food. And Americans will love them again.
Don't forget balloons.
Because that's what Americans love, free food.
You
Yes.
can't come here and just say we're going to stop pushing this Muslim bullshit.
Oh no, absolutely. That's
Okay.
not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is that there's a bunch of different cultures that come into this country, and it's very difficult for them in the very beginning to assimilate
Why do they want to come here?
because it's the best country in the world.
Then assimilate.
Yeah, 100%.
No,
it's the best country in the world.
Nobody's saying you can't celebrate your shit in your house.
Yeah.
Well, again, I'm not saying disrespect your own culture and kick it out the door. Of course, you can hold on to the culture, but the values here in the United States is our women get to go to school. Our women get to drive. Our women get to go outside the house, and our women aren't sold into marriage by the time they're 9.
And they get to have an opinion.
Thank you, and they get to have an
somebody's submitting to the wife.
I hope my wife isn't listening to this podcast. I'll be in trouble.
Okay, guys.
You're absolutely correct.
Just I don't know.
How many states?
Do you guys think Trump is a little bit insensitive?
No, I think he's right on the money.
Is he?
Of course he
What
is.
about this guy? Tom, can you pull up the video of, what was that guy? Jake Lang from Dearborn? Have you seen that video? He goes to the Dearborn City Council. and
Yes, I have seen that.
look-
Please, yes.
Let's take a look at that.
Muslim community is looking to drag us back. They're looking to oppress women, oppress homosexuals. They're looking to destroy everything that makes America great. President Trump, send ICE into Dearborn. These people have overstayed their visas. They're H-1B chain migration invaders, and they have come to this country to destroy our way of life. We know exactly your laws in your book about lying to our faces, pretending to be Americans, wearing your suits. But that doesn't happen anywhere else where you guys are in charge. There are 53 Muslim majority countries, and in all of them, it is tyranny, destruction, it is shithole living. We have to call it what it is. You guys don't live like we do. We don't want you in our country. We will come and eat your shawarma in Somalia, okay? We don't need it here in Michigan. We don't need it in any part of America. We have a right to self-determination. Our founding fathers fought and died for our posterity, for white Americans. Amen. And we're being driven out. You come here and you marry 4 or 5 women and you outbreed us.
Man is correct. That's why they come here. They come to Europe. They're looking for a cleaner living, better jobs, better everything, better life. But they don't want to take responsibility for the life that they're coming to. They're like, my life sucks, so I'm going to go there, but I'm going to take my sucky life with me, and you can't bother me. But, I'll take your job. I'll take your taxes. I'll take your clean streets. I'll take your flushable toilets, your hot water. I'll take your electricity.
How many of them are actually working? How many are on the system? How many, getting government aid? How many are criminals? Aren't these the people that were the Somali pirates that were bombing our ships?
Yeah.
Let them over here. Let's be nice. Kumbaya. You.
Okay, I mean, just for the disclaimer, you guys, yes, absolutely, of course, there are good Somalis there who want to be American because they recognize.
Then they don't. Then
but
if
they're the minority,
if they believe that, I know they're probably being bullied in their community. But if they believe that, then they need to step up and say what you just said. I'm an American first. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to do.
Let's go back. Let's look at their representative.
Yeah.
She hates us, Ilhan Omar. She freaking hates us. Yeah, that's where even Donald Trump said, if you hate us that much, then why don't you go back?
Yeah.
There we go. See, we've got the original historical flag of Minnesota. Look what it is now. Now, okay, so whoever the residents are of Minnesota that allowed that flag change, they should be held accountable. Nice going.
Can you pull up the Dearborn police patch before and after, and you'll see they added the Islamic symbol to their police patch as well. And this is the thing, that people just give in like this.
Well, it's because they get a for a governor.
Yeah, they give in. Look.
Oh my God.
Wow.
The hell is wrong with this country, with that state? I'm telling you, in 10 to 25 years, that state is going to demand its own independence from the United States.
They might have a Somalian governor and 2 Somalian senators.
So now they have what is that? Arabic?
Oh my God.
Is that Arabic writing?
Yeah, Arabic, yeah.
Why is that on the
We are
They voted in. I'm sure the council voted in because they have a super majority Somalian population. They said, let's give in to the Somalians or Muslim
not
population.
just Somalian.
Yeah. Look at this crazy one.
This gal, wow, she is. I mean, look, 10 years ago we would have called her crazy.
But
we say,
listen. She is.
Texas, I've officially filed to become your next congresswoman. So the choice is yours. Vote for me so we can kick every dirty Muslim out of Texas. Save your daughters from getting raped by Mohammed and protect our soldiers from getting murdered in broad daylight. Let me be very clear. We will make Texas the worst place for groomers, terrorist Muslims, pedophiles, and illegals to live in, so help me God. For me, this is just an election. But for you and your daughter, this is your life. Because Texas has only gotten more Muslim under these weak Republicans. New York City already fell to Islam. So did Michigan and Minnesota.
Well, I think she's referring because there's there's a big Muslim population where it's Texas, right? That they wanted to big
Sharia city.
Well, it's not Sharia City, for the record. Yeah, it was called Epic City. The only reason why it's called Sharia City is because 2 podcasters, They just called it a Sharia city. One of them was Glenbeck, I think.
You know
and
what?
the other one-
The Middle East, where these people come from, has so much oil and minerals and
not Somalia. Somalia's economy is based on like agriculture. That's it. That's all they have. They have the biggest camel herds in the world, or the largest or most amount. And can you Google like Somalia's
natural resources
economy? Like what's the? You'll see there.
There was a comedy guy named Sam Kinison, and they were talking about the AIDS for the thing for Africa, the money,
back when people were starving.
yeah, in Africa. And he said, instead of sending food to Africa, why don't we send them U-Hauls so they can move to a place where they can get some food?
Yeah, it's
right?
heavily.
I mean, it's a desert. It's sand. Nothing's gonna grow.
It's heavily relied on livestock, agriculture, and fishing because they're right by the ocean.
So they have.
They're a coastal country.
Then they have.
They should have built a massive tourism economy, with fantastic hotels and gave in to outside investors, from the U.S. or Europe.
The United States is not your dumping ground for your trash, okay? The people that used to come here wanted to go to college. They wanted to be better people. They want to assimilate. Now it's just like, let's just keep dumping the trash in this country. Like, oh, we don't want these people. Let them go to America.
So Trump is kind of also fed up because there's a massive fraud going on in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And most of them are apparently done by Somali immigrants,
Really?
Yeah, COVID era programs.
Motherfuckers.
Those and they're, I'm not going to overgeneralize, but it's pretty frequent in their community.
But when we're talking $1 billion of fraud,
Yeah,
that's huge.
Pretty frequent in their community to commit fraud. And, pirates, just a brief example being one of them, trying to steal everything on the way passing Somalia.
But at the same time, they're ripping off Medicaid, where they're trying to give services to, the autism related individuals.
Yeah.
And we're talking, these people are coming in with their kids saying, oh, my kid has autism, give me money.
Yeah,
and
food stamps, social
they have
services,
no
all these
autism,
social
no
services.
medical conditions whatsoever.
What is the Somali language?
It's Arabic,
Okay.
right? I think it's oh no, hold on. Somali language is it's Arabic. Yeah, Somali and Arabic. It's an official language. They speak Somali and Arabic.
So I want to talk about something since we're going into the holiday season, and I spoke about Thanksgiving last time, and I want to talk about Christmas in the religious aspect and the not religious aspect. When I moved out here in 2000, now me and my wife used to go down to Santa Monica to Ocean Park around the Christmas time, and it was so nice. You'd go down there, the police department and churches and the fire department would rent little plots on Ocean Boulevard, and they would have like a nativity scene, they would have a Christmas scene, but they would all have something to do with Christmas. Mostly religious, but there were also other non-religious things. So you're walking down there, you get the ocean breeze. It was so beautiful, the lights. You plan a whole event around it. So you get hot chocolate with the kids, and we'd have a great time. And then all of a sudden one year, a couple fringe groups, atheist groups that were not happy with people having a good time during Christmas and having religious symbolism, decided that they were going to beat the police department and the fire department and whoever else, and rented those plots of land and put negative things on there. Like they had a cross that was saying negative things about Christianity, and you're a fool, you've been bamboozled, believing in religion. And so these people come in and they just opt into the community so they can destroy it, so they can take away, so they can insult what communities really strive to and they look forward to every year. I mean, I've seen a video where in Germany there was some bunch of in black uniforms or black outfits blowing black smoke into the air with bullhorns screaming because people were enjoying the Christmas lights. These people don't come and build anything. They come to destroy, and we need to actually start opening our mouths and stepping up and stopping these people who are destroying our culture, destroying our religion. And I'm not a religious guy, but I enjoy it anyway. I don't know if my kids play this.
Yeah, so this is a terrible game. I mean, I would advocate that this is maybe one of the worst video games out there.
May I ask what makes it so awful? It's just, I don't know enough about it. That's why I ask.
So because there's so much controversy, first and foremost, going on with this game. Second, these predators. Third, there's this group. It's called 764, I believe. I don't know if you know about that, Tom. Can you pull it up so Rob and Matt can see? It's a group that lures in these kids, teenagers and younger kids, and tells them, hey, you know, I will give you, because there's Roblox money. There's like, you get free Roblox. Okay, they give out Roblox, okay, and they tell you, hey, take a picture of yourself, send it to me. It says,
are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Look, so this was all over the news. 764 is classified as a terror network by the United States Department of Justice and is considered a terrorist tier 1 investigative matter by the FBI, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and similarly classify 764 as an ideological violent extremist network. Because of them, one kid actually grabbed their infant brother or sister, I can't recall, and they dropped them. This kid died. They told him, do that.
Then why is this still on the internet?
That's what I'm saying. That's why
how many examples of this is that a brother hurting another brother or a sister hurting a sister?
I think that's the only fatal one.
Okay, because we're going to go back to Superman, and we grew up with Superman and Batman and everything, and there were kids that would go on the roof and try to fly off and either die or get hurt. So we do have
to add to that. Remember wrestling? I mean, some young kids actually killed their siblings trying to mimic wrestling moves.
There's more than 250 investigations into the 764 related cases by the FBI field office in the country. 250 cases. You know, they tell you, hey, I'll give you free Roblox, you know, I'll give you this, whatever name I can't recall, because the point of the game is you have to steal from somebody. So instantly already, the moral of the game is to steal. The point of the game is for you to steal. So that teaches already, you know, an immoral act. And these kids think it's okay to steal from one another. And also, I want you to take a look at the characters. Look how demonic and evil-looking characters are. Look, it has the star of what do you call that?
Oh, the pentagram.
The pentagram. Yeah, the satanic
magic
star.
circle, as some call it.
Did we have this already with Grand Theft Auto? And kids were playing it.
Grand Theft Auto is nothing compared to this, in my opinion.
Are you kidding me?
Listen,
they were killing prostitutes. They were becoming pimps. Their characters running people over. You get points.
Yes, I get that.
Same thing.
I understand, but the 6-year-old doesn't play Grand Theft Auto.
Well, you said all the way to 18 for this game.
But it's easier to shape a 6-year-old's mind than an 18-year-old's
A 6-year-old shouldn't be playing video games. That's on the parents.
Yeah, but unfortunately they are. Unfortunately, 6, 7, 8-year-olds they play video games. You know, and if they play video games, this is one of them. There's active 150 million users on a daily basis.
Here on Roblox?
Yes.
Oh my God!
It's one of the largest gaming platforms in the world. I think it surpassed Fortnite. At one moment, Fortnite, you know, was the biggest.
Yeah, my kids played that.
I mean, if it's banned in Turkey and Iraq, okay, that's a message.
And now Russia bans Roblox in their country because
where's this game come from?
I think it's U.S. based, isn't it? Yeah, it's U.S. based. Roblox is an online game platform created system developed by Roblox Corporation that allows users to, what does it say? Program games. Yeah, it's American.
Yeah, but is it like Epic Games?
No, I think it's a separate entity. It's not like EA Games or Epic Games you're talking about. I don't think it's associated with one of those Roblox Corporation. There you go. So it's not
Bazuki. What's his name?
Yeah, designer David. Yeah, this is the guy.
Can we just put these people out of their misery? I mean, we don't need any more video games.
He's Canadian.
Oh, that makes it even better.
He was born in Canada. Can you look up his net worth? David Bazuski.
He's 55.
And says he went to Stanford. Wonderful.
That's okay. Notre Dame just beat Stanford last week. Kicked their ass.
makes me feel
Look
good.
at his net worth.
$2.4 billion, which means
I
he's
bet
above
you
the law.
he made the $2 billion off of this game maybe alone.
But when you make money, you can buy yourself out of anything. You buy your way out of anything.